Okay, so this is the Elcomaster 550 Mark II.
Correct.
So first thing, turn it on with hitting the home button here in front. Okay, we go to calibrate on the screen here. It says to calibrate. You push this arrow right here. So this is what's used to calibrate. Just place it over the end and hit that arrow button. And
yes,
go then.
Exactly. And it's going to take a series of measurements, and everything's done automatically from this point.
Right. It took 28 samples, so it's calibrating. Everything is showing up right on the screen what it's doing. Okay, it's ready to go now. So just put this back in the case.
Exactly.
Biggest thing with this unit, it's an expensive unit, so it does have a hand lanyard, I guess it'd be called, and then for the actual unit, the shoulder strap. So make sure that's just being used, because if it gets dropped, it's a big bill to replace. Right, Zach?
Yes. Relatively speaking, yeah.
Okay, so now we have a panel that was painted up in the booth. So this is just powder on this test panel. It hasn't been cured yet at all. So we'll just take some samples. It's really easy to do. All you do is end up putting the gun up to it. You'll push this go. There's different arrows on here. So basically there's a green light there and a green light on here that'll come on when you're at the right distance and angle. So whenever it gets to that point, it'll be taking measurements. You can hear it when it's taking those measurements then. And you'll also be able to see it on the meter itself. You at least want to get probably like 8 measurements, you know, to get, so it gets to be able to calculate that average on there. Okay, get up there. All right, 20 some measurements. 1.8 mils.
Yep.
Okay.
And so let's get a close-up of what the lights do as you approach it. So yes, exactly. So when that green light is lit up, that means you're at the right distance away, and then the other set is the angle, and you're all the way up on that, then you're just locked in on both. So as you can see, it's still taking readings. It took 12 readings right there.
Now.
And we got a reading 2.0 mils. Yep.
So you can try and get.
All right. Just hit go and calculate it at 1.9 mils. So we're right in that 1.8 to 2.0 mil range, and then we'll see what it comes out as, you know, once we run it through the oven.
So where do I need to go to
okay,
that for?
So if you just press the forward arrow twice. Yep, so now we're in the shrink. It's called shrinkage correlation. So this is where you can dial it up or down with a plus or minus. And so basically, if we're measuring at, say, 2 mils, and when we measure it at the end after curing with our dry film thickness gauge, and we're getting 2.5 mils, then we know that we are about 20%, you know, we should be reading 20% higher than we've actually measured on the instrument. So we would want to dial this up to plus 20% to then add that.
So in order to do that, just hit the plus then to get it to 20%.
Exactly right.
And 20% is the max either way?
Exactly, plus or minus 20%. Yep.
Okay.
And again, I mean, they found that this definitely works for all powders or within that, that range.
So then from here, all we need to do is hit the go. We can either hit it on here or
exactly,
and we'd be ready to.
Exactly. Now you're ready. You can just hit home, and home always just takes you back to the measurement menu.
Okay.
So that's how you do that.